For Spain, it'll be Luis Coderc Ferrer on the face-off. I'll be joined by my partner shortly. He's finishing up on another field. We're waiting on the time here. And Czechia comes away with the ball. It'll be number 7, Matej Kressel. They'll sub out their personnel and get ready to attack. He's joined here by number 8, Nick Papashil. Number 2, Mateus Gnotek with the ball. Over to number 5, Lucas Kuchera. Ball's through X, through the right side. Nice look right there. Slightly beyond the reach of the attacking Czech player. And the ball will go to Spain. Spain will look to clear. Number 15 is in net for Spain. That's Paul Alexandro Walter Diaz. Passes the ball up. Number 27. We have a play on right here. Number 27, Carlos Garcia San Martin. He'll start with the ball after a loose ball push. It's Spain ball. And here's Griffin Gurin. He's been one of the go-to players. I had the chance to call the Spain game the other day, or work on the game with my partner. And he has that flowing blonde hair characteristic. Easy to find him on the field. Nice take right here by number 5. And we have an unassisted goal right there by number 5, Matthew Craig Napolitano Sarias. Nice take from backside left. He beat the defender, and we had no help on that, so he will finish the goal. And that is number 5, Matthew Craig Napolitano Sarias. Facing off for the Czech Republic will be Ondrej Streblik. And he's going against number 23, Luis Coderc Ferrer. And I imagine these two will be going at it all day today. The first one went to Czech. No possession yet. And Spain comes away with it. Number 11, Gustavo Lopez Diaz. And he'll get the ball through to number 15, Paul Alexander Walter Diaz. And Spain will now sub out, get their personnel ready, their offensive players, sub out their face-off specialists. And we have number 25 with the ball, Fernando Martinez Sierra. Get the ball through number 1, John Matthew Bota. Now it's up for Griffin Harry Gurin. And he pulls his defender up high. He's being covered by Ondrej Streblik. Nice save right there. And ground ball comes away. Number 13 with the ground ball. That's Matus Tischler. Hard ride by Spain right here. They're trying to come up with the ball, and they do. So really nice ride by Spain. That's Napolitano Sarias. Came up with the ground ball. They'll get it up top. And number 25, Fernando Martinez Sierra has the ball, being covered by number 7, Matej Kressel. And he gets passed off to a long pole defender. Ball goes through X to Bota, to Ismail Assad El Barak Ramiro. And he has the ball up high. He had a good game the other day. He's looking to dodge right here, create something offensively. Great defense by the Czech defender. Nice block right there. Nice play. Number 13, Matus Tischler. Great play, and now it's going to come back Spain's way as their defender brings it over midfield. Passes the ball off to number 25, Fernando Martinez Sierra. And now carried by number 22, Antonio Marquez Laurent. And I apologize in advance, folks, for any mispronunciations. I'm doing my best job with these, but I don't want to take anything away from the play of these young men on the field. They're doing a great job. The one thing that stands out from the other day, we might have a push, no. Apparently we won't. We're going to have the ball going out for Czechia. So their goalkeeper, number 1, Jakub Malešek, will start with the ball. Czechia started out the tournament with a great win on the first night. They played Poland in opening play and had a successful win. It was a very good game, 10-9 victory for them. And defended by Spain, the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Spain ball. Napolitano Sarias with the ball. He's coming across your screen from right to left to the goalie's side left. He gets the ball up to Garin, to number 40, Javier Garcia Martinez. Ball's down. And Czechia will go the other way. Nice ground ball. Matej Kresel to number 6, Jakub Ademiak. And it's a nice assisted goal right there. Jakub Ademiak on the finish. One little fake, beat the goalie over his right shoulder. Excellent job. So the score is tied here 1-1 in the early goings. Ball still loose. Spain comes away with it. Number 11, Gustavo Lopez Diaz with the ball. Moves it up. Number 23. The ball will go through X with Bota. We have a screen set for him there. So ball goes through the top to, that's Ismail Assad, El Baragui Ramiro, who again, I had him the other day, good dodger, strong player. Nice trail check right there, number 18, Matej Drischel. But Spain comes away with the ground ball. Hot pursuit by Czech, excellent work. They're really pushing out defensively here. And we have a timeout on the play. So Spain calls a timeout. And again, just if you just joined us and coming in, this is a group game. We have Czechia playing Spain. Right now it's 1-1 with about halfway through the first quarter, 7:42 left in the first. We had a timeout. And for those who are new to lacrosse, you have 2 timeouts per half. They don't carry over into the second half, so that will be the first timeout taken. Spain took the timeout. So far we had a pretty evenly matched game. You know, both teams have sort of split the face-off wins that we've had. Spain scored the first goal, and then the equalizer was scored by Czechia.
I'll introduce myself. I'm Bill Searle. I'm going to jump in here and help do some color for you. Sorry about that. I'm a little late. I was doing the Israel-Scotland game over there. I had the 3 games in a row.
That's a lot of work there, Bill. Good for you, man.
Yeah, I think most of us have been doing 3 games a day. I actually had a new person, Michael Rogers, jumped in on the last game. It was his first game doing color. He did a great job.
And that's what it's all about. Having fun, calling a game we love. That's why we're here. Yeah, we're good. We're here in Wroclaw, Poland. Again, it's off a little. We're in Wroclaw, Poland. Overcast day, cool day by any standard. It was rainy earlier today. The rain has sort of stayed away. I had a chance to watch the game earlier on this field. It was Ireland and Wales. And there was a lot of that, as you can see right there, as Griffin Garin slipped a little bit there. There was a lot of slipping going on earlier today. Hopefully, you know, clearly both teams are playing on the same field conditions, so it's going to equally affect them both. But sometimes that can be tough defensively.
I'm Canadian. I'm used to this weather.
Yeah. I will say this weather is a nice reprieve from I'm from the United States, from the Boston area.
You've had those 100-degree days.
We
haven't
sure
you?
did. Yes, I actually was officiating during some of those 100-degree days, and it was with about 85% humidity.
Doing the water break thing.
Yes.
Really breaks up the game.
So Czechia looks to clear here. Jakub Malešek carries it up the field. And again, for those who may be used to North American lacrosse rules, or international rules, I know we have a gathering of both of those groups out there. There's no time constraints on the clearing here. There's no he could take all day in the back court here, and there's
that is coming though.
Yeah.
They do want to introduce it.
There will be a shot clock, I understand, too, moving forward.
That's it. It's going to be an 80-second shot clock from the defensive end. And then any restarts over half will be a 60-second.
We have a whistle here, some sort of a technical sort of violation. The ball will go to Spain. And again, that's number 31, Bargu Ramiro. And over to Griffin. I'll just call him Griffin sometimes too, but Griffin with the blonde hair that stands out on the field. And you'll see he's a very good player. I talked to his parents the other day. He had played at Middlebury College in Vermont. One of the prettier schools I've ever been to. Nice look right there. Nice save. Oh, I apologize. I thought it was the penalty that was
So he's challenging the flow of Sieberlicht on the Israeli team and Usitalo on Finland with that hair.
Yeah, I will say Summer, who does our post-game interviews for the most part, she said one of the questions she wanted to ask him if she got him was what his hair care routine was. Not that I'm on film, but I don't have any problems with that because I don't have any. So
they don't want our faces. We got faces for radio.
That's a nice little wheel there on their sort of man up. That was excellent wheel on the backside. Okay, that was number 31 on the finish. Again, that's Ismail Assad El Bargu Ramiro.
Great little jump along the crease there. This is a Pool B matchup, a group that includes Poland, Spain, Czechia, Germany, and the Ukraine. Germany came flying out of the gates yesterday.
They sure did. I was actually on that call of that game. It's a nice win right there for Spain. And that's number 23, Luis Coderc Ferrer. Nice face-off, a really clean face-off win right there. The first few have been more scrapped around than that. That was a nice clean win for him. And so Spain, leading 2-1, is looking to build upon that right now. Now, Bill, have you had a chance to see either of these teams yet?
I have not. I noticed that Spain does have a win against the Ukraine. They beat them 15-6.
Sure.
I seem to be stuck in the other pools.
I got to see this group the other day. I've watched this nice look right there. I've watched as a spectator. I've seen Czechia play the opening night. Spain I got to see against Ukraine.
Did see Czechia play on the opening night. I think they all got it.
Martin Bowes brings that ball down after a nifty little attempt by Spain on the around the back sort of shovel pass, but Czechia comes away. They have a great cheering section right next to us over here. You might hear them through the microphone. It's great to see all the fans out here.
That first game, Poland made a valiant effort to come back.
They sure did. If that game maybe had been a few minutes longer, you never know. They had a man-up opportunity with short time and weren't able to cash it in. And there's a pass that goes awry right there for Czechia, so Spain will look to clear. We have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter of lacrosse here.
Bit of an ill-advised skip pass there.
Yes. So we have number 3, Jackson Francisco Suarez, starts with the ball. He has the over pass. And they're going to go cross field again. And
that's
turned over. It's going to be number 4, Caden Velshimsky. So Czechia will sub out some individuals here. They had some defensive midfielders on, although they're looking to press the action here. Ball goes through number 5, Lucas Kuchera. It's a nice look right there. Ball's loose. Heavy checks coming in there. And number 18. And we'll have a timeout on the play. And
timeout call. Pressure in the corner. This is a Group B matchup between Czechia and Spain. Of course, the whole tournament, the European Men's Lacrosse Championship, is a qualifier for the World Championships in Japan in 2027, with the top 7 teams advancing automatically to that tournament. We've been having discussions about which is going to be more exciting, the final game or that game 7.
yeah, I agree.
For that 7th spot.
No, that will be interesting. We have time on the play right here. So both these teams have what, a win?
Each have a win.
Yep.
Spain has played one more game, and they had a 8-4 loss to the home host there, Poland. So we were talking about the Pool E over at the other field, and it's we seem to have a consensus strong team in most of the pools. Israel in that case, Germany in this case, and we end up with a log jam for that 2nd spot, which will guarantee you a spot into the play-in. Of course, the top 4 teams advancing will get a bye right to that quarterfinal, which is an advantage. You get a day off, I think. But we're seeing a lot of logjam coming up in behind, a lot of 1-1 teams. Tomorrow is going to be an important day. We're going to start seeing teams play their 3rd games.
Okay, so we're ready to start play again. Czechia has the ball. We have a double team right out of the timeout. Number 17 with the ball. That's going to be Martin Bowes. And they'll get the ball around. Bowes has the ball again. Splits left to right. Gets the ball through X. Nice take right there.
Oh, there's got to be a flag.
Bowes to number 6. Jakub Admiak with the finish right there. That's a really nice goal by him.
We had the advantage of having a replay right in front of us. I think what happened was we had a slide which left that player, that attack, right on the crease. He's holding the back of his head because the goaltender gave him a shot in the head.
Yes.
On that goal. I was kind of surprised that wasn't flagged.
Me too, especially with how games have gone, you know, of late that I've seen, sort of, they tend to be enforcing things a little bit stricter than less strict. Ball is out. We have a face-off picked up. 13 had it. Now it's checked out of his hand. Good ride. And Spain will retain or have possession now. That's Antonio Marquez Laurenti. Gets it up to number 27, Carlos Garcia San Martin. And 5, that's Napolitano Sarias. And
that is a goal. A bit of fromage on that one.
I'll tell you, I have to say, I was looking down at my sheet to get a name, and I did not even see what happened. So maybe you might be able to bill with your.
So we had to rip from the top. I didn't catch the number. Goaltender went down to stop the ball. He obviously had the ball, but it wasn't in his stick. I think it was actually between his feet. So when he spun around, he knocked the ball back into the net. Unfortunate turn of events. Take goals. They don't ask you how you score.
Exactly. And when you see that on the score sheet, the goal's the goal.
The goal's a goal.
And a face-off win by Czechia. Now Spain will come out with it, though. And that was the end of the quarter. That's why there was short time. They were just looking to get anything going. So that last Spanish goal, you know, late in the quarter, those are the tough ones to give up. So after 1 quarter of play, it's 3-1. Spain's really in a do-or-die situation here. They Well, I mean, they had a loss yesterday to Poland. Poland already has a loss as well. So in terms of, getting back into this race, this is a big one for Spain because if they were to come out victorious today.
This is Spain's third game.
Yes.
So they have one left, and who are they playing next?
Germany.
It's Germany.
Right. So they'd like to make some hay in this game. Not to say that, Germany isn't, clearly they're not unbeatable, but they are, on paper, the strongest team in the division, many would say. I had a chance to see them yesterday against Ukraine, and I would say that their offense was buzzing really well. They move the ball well. They share it well. Defensively they were sound. They weren't challenged overly much. There weren't a ton of shots on net, but there were a few beauties, though, by Ukraine in that game. We had a crease dive goal by a face-off guy, no less. So it was very exciting to have that. But just great to be here in Wroclaw.
My question is, was he using his face-off stick?
He was, I believe. Yes.
So did he shovel it in, or did
he dove right? It was like a crease dive, tangential to the crease. Didn't end up in it. It was a really nice, heck of a play. And
I always love watching some of those face-offs guys handle the ball.
Yes. As the stick gets contorted. Especially it's equally bad, in the heat. I see it a lot in the heat and humidity when I'm doing some tournaments in the summertime. And there are times a kid will get out there and you almost can't line it up. It's so bent.
They're getting the ball out of that to somebody any way they can.
So, I mean, my take on the first quarter is I think that, Czechia probably has had a slight face-off advantage. But also once they gain possession, they have to sort of, they have to really value that possession a little bit more. There's been some throwaways. It's early in the game. There might be early game jitters. So after one quarter, we're hoping that everyone settles in. It was 3-2.
So if
sorry, forget that. We had the last goal down there, so it is 3-2. They just put it up on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
So evenly matched game here.
What's with the flies here?
I know, we're getting inundated by little black flies in our
Chardonnay.
It's a nice ground ball. Czechia will come away with it. Is that Kuchera? Or number 18? Drishel. Ball's up top with number 22. That's Pesh.
Not a slow change going. They recognize that. Wait for the player to get out.
I do love how you say out.
Out and about.
Exactly. About. That's nice. That's a nice look right there. Excellent finish.
Nice skip
Czechia,
pass.
number 14.
That skip pass across.
That's Caden Petter Bartusek on a nice feed from the top right there. Really pretty. That feed came from number 22. That's Martin Pesh. So an assisted goal, sort of drew the defense one way, found him on that sort of backside. Nice finish.
Caught the defense with their sticks down and ball watching.
Exactly. So we're all knotted up here at threes. Nice clean win there by Czech.
Great look back.
Great. That's going to be Matej Kressel on that.
Another assisted goal.
I know, really pretty one too. And it all starts with that face-off X. Clean win. Starts a little break. Do love to see those assisted goals.
Those don't follow a lot of field. It is difficult to get an assist in field. You really, once you take a couple of steps, the referees kind of ignore you.
And I forgot that those Mathieu.
Those are clean face-off.
They are really nice.
See the importance of a good Fogo.
Can be a difference maker.
Absolutely.
You just saw a really good job over there. The Israel face-off guy was excellent in the game you just called.
So was the Scottish guy.
Yeah.
I was going to say the opposite.
Oh, was it? I only saw half the game, so I was
thoroughly impressed. Scotland stayed in that game.
They showed a lot of grit. There was a big save in that game. where it would have been 3-3 and the goalie made a huge one. I thought it was a big save.
That's interesting because I timestamped that as the play of the game.
Yeah. The cheering section is going here. Czechia. So the ball goes through X right now. Ball's with number 21, Tomasz Knotek.
Oh, he kind of forced that skip pass across. I don't think it was there. A little more patience.
So Spain will look to clear. Pretty impressed, though, by their sort of offensive formations right there. You know, they're looking to share that ball in. You know, might have been forced, but at least they're...
They are. They're in a little tight.
See, that sort of fall that you just saw right there with number 13, Matusz Tilscher. He went down right there. You see a lot of that with this wet field. And that ball rolls out of bounds. It'll be Czechia ball.
We see a lot of balls skip on that, too.
Sure do. Bounce shots have been the name of the game on these fields today, I find. Matej Kressel with the ball.
Bounce to score. Shoot high for show.
Exactly. And again, just misconnecting on that pass right there. It's going to go out to Spain. Almost a third of the way through the second quarter.
See how much of a ride Czechia puts on here.
Paul Alexander Walter Diaz is the goalie. He has the ball. He's carrying it upfield. You can see they're going to bring an attackman over, but nice work on the clear by Spain. And the ball falls out.
Oh, good repossession, and then he dumps it away.
It's a good ground ball for Czechia.
Back to the keeper.
Martin Hodan. Miroslav Reishin with the ball.
Solid clear.
I've actually been very impressed with the clearing by a lot of these teams and the patience they show in it. I'm used to coming from North America where you have a 20-second clearance, and
yeah,
sometimes things get a little rushed, and here you can take your time. Big swing right there defensively, letting him know he's there.
I've been actually working the shot clock for Carleton University for the last few years, and that 20 seconds has made a world of difference in the game.
A pipe right there, goaltender's best friend. And the ball will stay with Czechia. Nice take. That was Bose on the take. Left hand, nice strong dodge. This is Matias Knotek. Move the ball up top. Nice look. That's a great rip right there. Number 4, Caden Velsimski.
Little hesitation got the Spanish defender to duck.
That was a nice little hitch that he had right there. And he's powered it over his head, just tucked that under the bar. Nice.
It's a little thank you.
Nice rip. So 6-3. Czechia's been on a little bit of a run. The last few faceoffs has gone in their direction, so it'll be interesting to see how this one goes.
It's been pretty clean on them too.
Yes. And similarly here, but as you can see, Spain. Oh, that's going to be.
That's going to be.
It's going to be either that could be definitely either a push or it could be an illegal body check. That was pretty hard.
That's going to be a person. It's going to be a 1.
I would think so too. And we have another goal. Czechia. A little bit
Not sure whether you're hearing what
hopefully
I'm hearing.
they're not. We are, but so Czechia with. So we're here for another face-off. The last few have gone to Czechia. Done a nice job winning them cleanly. The last few. And again, this one's going to come out. Ground ball scooped up by number 19, Simone Kuchera. And Czechia will get their personnel ready.
I'll apologize if you're hearing a lot of static. I'm not sure what's wrong with the connection here.
Nice look right there. That's a great look. And we have a goal again, Czechia. We had a nice pass to a missed ball, and then we have number 21, Tomas Konotek, with the goal right there. He sort of picked up the loose change around there and went. So Konotek with the goal, and that brings.
Can't see through the draw, guys.
I know, and we have a photographer too, but another face-off win. So doing very well in the face-offs here is going to be Strieblik.
You have 6 minutes left.
Andre Strieblik. They've been sort of, face-offs have been the key right here. A lot of possession time for Czechia. Potential for an over and back right here, and it should be. It'll be a play on. And so it's going to be Spain ball. We had an over and back. It's kind of like a back court in basketball. Once you sort of gain that final section in the scoring area, you can't go back over midfield, which they just did. So Spain will have it.
They will play the advantage on that.
Yes.
But, however, they were pretty much engaged. I'm not sure that didn't deserve a whistle right away.
Right. It's one of those, if you pick it up cleanly, or if you have a chance to pick it up cleanly, yes. But sometimes I know, and I know that you officiate as well, you don't want to have someone pick up a ball in a disadvantaged situation. So if you're a player, you should probably kick it around a little bit and not scoop it if you know you have pressure. So Spain's looking to get some offense going right here. They haven't had too much possession of the ball in this quarter. And that's number 5, Napolitano Saras, who's been one of their go-to scorers. Ball's through number 31.
Spain hasn't had a lot of possession in the offense.
That's Ramiro. And Ramiro's not afraid to pull the trigger. I found the other day we had, Ramiro. We had Griffin Garin. We had Bota, who's got the ball right now, or was dispossessed right there. Nice job by the defense. Strong clear right here. This is Bose coming up the field. Bose is one of the names I'm most confident with. But doing our best. Share the same name. My given name's Martin as well. I go by Marty. My dad was Martin. We have a flag on the play. So, flag on the play.
The one-handed shovel shot coming out of the corner by Thomas Knotek.
Illegal body check, 1 minute. So, Czechia will be man up for 1 minute, and people hustle on, hustle off. That penalty time doesn't start until he sits down. Interesting international rule there, like it. Let's see how they're man up and the man down look here. That's a nice ground ball. 22, that's Pesh. He had a beautiful assist earlier in the game. Ball through number 10.
Great skip past it. 21.
Another one. So 21 on the goal. That's Knotek. Nice job right there. So that brings it to 8-3. Czech has found their mojo in this second quarter.
We are inside 3 minutes. Spain is going to want to get some offensive time.
Yeah, they really need to stem this.
Leading.
Exactly. It's been sort of like the field's been tilted towards their, towards Spain's defensive side of the ball. And that trend will continue with the win on the face-off by Czechia. So number 4 with the ball, that's Velsimski. Shimsky.
Another flag up the
Yes,
field.
technical.
Touch the ref's flag.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to hand it to me in your cross, that's one thing. Don't go throwing it to me. Imagine that's something technical because I didn't even see the. Could have been a substitution, but I mean, who knows what offside, Didn't quite see that one. So the man up again. They've been looking to feed that crease when it's available. That's a nice defensive play right there.
Great active sticks in the
Picked
middle.
off by number 3. That's Jackson Francisco Suarez. That's one thing we saw earlier in the Ireland game is the sticks were so active in the middle. Wales struggled to get anything going.
Israel's much the same.
Yes. Tough field condition right there on the fall. Nice work. Try to get upfield. Maybe a timeout.
Get a timeout.
He called the timeout, I believe. So we have a timeout with just over a minute left in the second quarter. So Bill, right now, it feels like we were at 3-2 to start this quarter, and Spain still stands at 3, and Czechia's put up a few. What are you trying to do, or if you're coaching this Spanish team right now, what are you saying to that huddle?
What were the things that made us successful in the first half? We gotta regroup here and get some offensive possession.
I mean, I would say that definitely they have a minute left. They might want to spin the ball a little bit, maybe hold for that last shot, just because they're struggling at the face-off X.
Take something positive in the half.
So you can go through and sort of cut that lead a little bit. But again, Czechia, having had the one opening night win over Poland, this is their second game. They're hoping to push to 2-0. Spain, 1-1 right now, looking to go to 2 wins, 1 loss. And Germany is looming for both of these teams out there.
Czechia does have a game left against the Ukraine.
Yes.
Which is interesting. A win here and a solid game against the Ukraine could give them 3 wins.
Yeah, that would.
I think would probably give you.
It would stamp their ticket to the next round. They'd be
to that top group.
If nothing else. I mean, clearly they could go 4-0. We don't want to leave that possibility. I think we have a timeout called defensively. It seems like maybe they wanted to see what Spain was coming out in, or personnel-wise, I don't know, or just to extend that timeout and make sure that they're ready to go. It's one of those things where your timeouts, you can't take them with you, so you might as well use them.
Use it or lose it, right?
Yep.
A Spanish official out there talking to the officials. Oh, it is a dead ball. You do have to ask permission to come out there, though.
So we'll have Griffin Grin will have the ball to start. Just over a minute left in the second quarter. It's funny, I was talking about my son plays for the Irish team, and we were just talking about just the running time component, and sort of, he said they go fast, and especially if you have penalties or something, there's not a lot of possession time that you can have.
There used to be 20-minute quarters.
Imagine, that would be really long. That would have made our days exponentially longer, so I'm thankful that they're not. I'm sure that the men playing out there feel the same way.
Yeah, they're playing for that last shot.
Yep. And they turn the ball over.
Nice little bump there, caused that.
Looks like we're going to have another timeout. So.
And all our timeouts used in the last minute and a bit. I don't think that was a timeout.
No, maybe there wasn't. Okay. Well, there's no flag, so.
Inadvertent.
Czechia is looking to add to their lead they already have. This is number 14 carrying the ball, Caden Peter Bertusek.
Oh, they're almost going to make him pay for not holding that possession for the shot.
Nice. That's a nice athletic play by Fernando Martinez Sierra. He finds unfortunate right there. Looking for Napolitano Sarius. Czechia will have the ball. 4 seconds. They throw it up the field. And that's the end of the half. So at the end of the half, we have Czechia at 8, Spain 3. We're going to step away for 10 minutes. Pay attention to our sponsors on the screen. Again, you're listening to Lax TV on YouTube, and we are at the European Lacrosse Continental Championships here in Wroclaw, Poland.
We honor our indigenous roots and international history. Lacrosse is more than a game. We play with speed, heart, and precision. Young, modern, electric, inclusive, growing across the globe. Lacrosse is everyone's sport, governed globally by World Lacrosse.
The Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high-quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world. Our philosophy on pricing is quite simple. By removing all these different logistics and these middlemen in the manufacturing process of lacrosse sticks, we can pass those savings on to you. We can make these quality lacrosse sticks affordable for more people.
Czechia, Spain, getting ready for the face-off to start the third quarter, just waiting to reset the clock here. Again, we're here in Wroclaw, Poland. European Lacrosse Federation, they call it the Continental Championship. This is a qualifier for the World Championships that will be held in Japan in 2027.
It is also a qualifier for what's going to be a Division 2.
That's true, yes.
Where there are going to be 24 teams. So actually the top 7 here will advance to that. And numbers 8 through 21 are going to advance automatically to the Division 2.
And we had a little sort of substitution violation. Spain will have the ball. That was number 50 with it. Campos Bell. Nice save right there. Jakub Malashek. They let up 0 goals in that second quarter.
Guess you'd say a bit of a slow start.
So, Czechia with the ball. That's Pavel Doshli. Number 7. Nice fake right there. That was really nice take right there.
Nice little duck and dodge.
Matej Kressel, really nice take. He sort of showed the fake, froze the goalie, went low, looked high. Strong dodge by him right there with the left hand.
Defense getting a little skittish on those.
And we have not seen Spain's, they had a Matador here yesterday. Really,
yes.
really nice. They had another nice face-off win there again by Czechia. He's really gotten the number recently. That's Streblik. And strong on the face-off. A little pressure here. Spain's picking up the pressure defensively.
Oh.
We have a flag on the play.
Not sure the player didn't spin into that.
Sometimes just when they get heavy and get knocked down and it looks like that, they sort of, got him with it. That's a real nice look. Number 2 on the goal right there. Mateusz Kanotek.
Little twister on
Marias.
quick pass up to the top.
The twister's real nice. And, being that my partner is Canadian, that's a big, big sort of box maneuver. And a lot of these guys have box backgrounds.
Especially the Czechia team. Well,
Yes.
all of the Czechia team.
They do. They're really good with those, the strong hand. But that's a nice little motion right there. Great feed, though, too. Assisted goal.
Czechia has an outdoor box tournament that they host every year that's super popular. The name of it is passing me right now, and everyone at home is going to give me hell for not knowing it.
Have you been to it?
I have not been to
No.
it, but lots of my teammates have. I'm just not a box guy anymore.
No, it's a beautiful game, but it's a very, taxing on the body, I think. Physical.
I do have season tickets to the Black Bears, so
Mhm.
I do support the
I
local
mean,
NLL team.
sure. We don't have one in Boston anymore. We did have one for a number of years,
We had
but
the Cannons, didn't
we did, yes. And we had the Blazers back in the day, the New England
yes.
Blazers, and they became the Boston Blazers. Cannons are for the PLL
Yeah, that's
and
right.
MLL, but yeah, we had the Blazers. Oh, here we go. Nice take here. Nice finish right there. That's number 22, Martin Pesch.
Good job identifying the defenders sort of out of position and off balance and just ripping by them.
Yeah, he sort of showed that. He took one step topside, and then he sort of went under the defender, and there was no slide. It was clear sailing for him from that. So Pesch with a nice take and a goal, which brings the total up to 11-3.
Not seeing a lot of fight right now.
Maybe. No. And again, real quick to the clamp right there.
Oh, another clean draw.
Potential for a hold there.
Yeah.
Didn't call it. Really nice take again. Can't say enough about Streblik on the face. It's funny, the first couple were maybe 50-50, and it's been all number 15.
Whatever was coming at him in the first few, he's figured out.
And this is that number 7 strong Dodger here.
Doesn't
Kressel.
seem to want to switch hands.
Nope, loves keeping that left, man.
Must be a box player.
Very much so. Which is funny because, you know, being a field coach most of my life, you know, you'd be all over guys. They don't switch hands, you know. And whereas from a box perspective, if you do switch hands, it's a problem. You don't need to.
I have a son who plays, and it's unusual because he has no problem switching hands. But he played 1 year of box growing up and then played nothing but field.
Mm. It's a good hustle right there out of Spain.
Great, except
No one grabbed the ball, exactly. Ball's free, comes back. Big swing and a push. We go with the flag on the slash, I think, right there.
The slash or the push?
Ball, it's gonna.
A slash.
Yeah. So we have a slash on that play. Spain will go man up. First man up they've had in a long time. And that was 7 on the slash. That'll be Kressel. He'll go have a seat in the chair for a minute.
Feel shame.
Yeah, but when you're up 11-3, you're a little less shameful. You know. It was definitely a loose ball push, if nothing. And we got a goal right there.
Nice bounce.
And that's gonna be Griffin Guerin. Nice goal right there.
He shot through the defender.
Use him as a screen right there. Really nice. But again, that bounce shot, you never know where it's gonna go on this wet grass. Nice goal.
These creases are going to take a beating over the weekend.
I know.
Over the week, the course of the week.
And the interesting thing is I happened to be here last year. I believe you were you here as well or no?
No,
No,
I was not.
I was here last year and it was 85, you know, it was 36 degrees, maybe 33, 36 degrees Celsius every day. Hot, nice weather.
I'm more impressed that you use Celsius.
Well, I did when I swatched over. I figured where I am, and I figured that, you know, you being Canadian, I said I would go to that. I mean, but we were up in the high end of the 80s, nearly 90. It was very, you know, Fahrenheit, very warm. And nice clear right there. So Czechia is in full control right now, although they did just give up a goal on a man down situation for them. 11-4. They're up 7 goals right here. Number 2 with the ball, Kanotek.
Not getting pressured out high. The defense seems to be sitting back.
What a great find on the backside right there. They're really cycling that ball nicely.
Again, sitting back. You got one person high.
Yeah.
Of course, Czechia's offense is sitting right in front of that as well. So
now they're pushing out a little bit. Nice work right here. Number 30, some nice checks. Got to be careful. Doesn't get a hold in there. These are nice checks, though. He's irritating him. Good effort there by number 30, and that's Daryl Richie Hunter. As an offensive player, I definitely know that I don't like when someone's, you know, doing that, pushing out and all over your elbows and lifting, and it's not too fun.
I don't know whether it's worse the guys who are really quick at it or the guys who just come down on it.
Yeah, the hammer. And you'll see it, I'm sure you see it with your son, the bruises they get from an offensive perspective. I mean, it's like having tattoos. But it's you know, it's almost like a badge of honor, though, you know?
Yeah.
I'll go into work some days and people will be like, what happened to you? Flag on the play. A little too much. Number 27 is going to go. That's going to be Carlos Garcia San Martin.
I definitely avoid as much contact as I used to.
So the ball will start at the keeper's left side here. Czechia will be up. They'll be man up.
Bench manager was signaling over there for some reason. Slowing things up.
A lot of conversation. If you happen to hear some music coming through in the background, there's a concert at a lot adjacent to where we are. And they're playing some music. So, chance to work on their man up right here. Little no-look pass. And again, I'm sure you've been watching these games, guys, but a person on a shot like that, the person closest to the point of exit, where and when it goes out of bounds, they will get possession of the ball. So right here, you got to chase that ball.
Zone player soaked that in the back.
Yep. Hopefully he's okay.
Defender's thanking him.
Not too fun being hit with that ball. They like finding that backside. Nice ground ball. 22. Pesh has had a nice little game today. Good ground balls, couple of good looks. He scored.
Now he's gonna go take a shift off. He was the one who took that shot.
Oh, he took that lump. Yeah. We're all even.
No sense of urgency. We are down inside 5 minutes in the third quarter.
Just a bit high for number 17, Martin Bowes.
They are going to cover for those.
That's a possession shot. Almost moving there. He kept his feet. Bowes ripping again. Still high. My son's coach at his college would be losing his mind right now. He's a big high to low guy, so that wouldn't be his thing.
What did Bob Euchre say about those?
Just a bit out. Nice look. Nice kick save right there. Excellent save. By Paul Alexander Walter Diaz.
They are giving it a little bit of a ride here.
Ball's away.
And now he's really going to get a ride.
And we could have. Good balance. If he didn't maintain his balance, we might have had to push with possession right there.
You don't necessarily have to fall to push.
Disadvantage, right? If you sell it though, sometimes you get it.
You don't want to have to sell it. You look like you're diving.
And the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to go to Czechia. I had a chance when I was here last summer in Wroclaw for the under-20 championships, a similar tournament to this, but for the younger men. I got over to Prague for a day, and it was such a beautiful city. Literally one of the prettiest, if not the prettiest city I've ever been to. I thought it was gorgeous. Had some great food, great sort of traveling looks. Nice save right there. That might be one for the highlight reel right there for him. That was a nice save. Excellent passing by Czechia right there. That was, well, 4 different guys touched the ball. Great save by the goalkeeper. Griffin Garin defending. Nice, another beautiful save. Gee, and great looks though. These nice tight looks by Czechia. Really nice, excellent save though again. Paul Alexandro Walter Diaz on 2 consecutive shots has had 2 dynamic saves.
Being jammed on the crease.
And there'll be a turnover. It's one of those things when you're down this many, you have to really sort of value those possessions, and it's haven't seen Spain go on offense too much at all of late.
The field's been tilted a little bit. Again, Czechia is not going to be in a hurry.
I feel like we're seeing some different numbers and bodies out there, getting some guys runs, which is great.
It's great when you can use your whole bench.
Yes. And when you have a 22-man roster, it's not the easiest in the world. You know, it's actually, you need those guys, especially when you're playing back-to-back days. sometimes 3 days in a row, potentially 4 days in a row maybe, in the case of Germany.
Oh.
Nice ground ball. That's Bose with the ball.
We are down to 1 minute left in the third quarter. Czechia's probably going to hold it to the last shot.
Another good look on that crease. Probably crease violation, so it's going to be Spain ball.
I don't know if everyone hears what we hear. Sounds like Monty Python with the coconut shells.
Yeah, tick, tick, tick. Again, flag on the play. We're going to have a push.
Curious as to whether Spain will hold for the possession. They haven't been doing great on the face-off draw, or whether they'll try to take a shot in the last 20 seconds, 21 seconds.
Part of me thinks, what do you have to lose? You might as well start slinging for the net.
Yeah.
You know,
it's not like you're down 2 goals.
because your man up would only have less, about 9 seconds left. Yeah, you know, it's a 30-second penalty. 21 seconds left. So they're in the man up. Sort of in a 3-3. Someone eats that out front off the helmet. Watch out.
Oh, if he's smart, he's going to hold on to it. Why would you throw it?
Maybe, well,
Because of that, I stand corrected.
and that will be the end of the third quarter. So at the end of the third quarter, it is Czechia 11, Spain 4. We'll step away for a few moments here. Be back in 2. Yeah. So we're ready to go here for the third quarter. It's going to be Czechia ball. It's funny, I think the officials were ready to set up for a face-off, and someone had yelled out and said, sir, there's no face-off, because in lacrosse, if you're in an odd man situation, whether you're man up or man down, we're going to restart right here. If you're man up or man down and you retain possession at the end of the quarter, then you'll retain possession moving forward. So that's the situation right here.
They had him on the wrong side of the field. Is that
Maybe, yeah, because it would have been on. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it should mirror
Yep.
when they flip the field. That's the right call.
It's the right call. Is it the
Probably
necessary
actually
call?
works against them, frankly, because he's a left-hander, wants to get to his strength.
Yeah.
Now
He's
he
still
goes
going to
back.
outrun him.
Yeah, no, he's a strong dodger and strong with the ball. That's Kressel. He's had a good game today.
That's been released, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're even up.
oh, wide open. Oh, missed it there.
That's about the third.
They're all going high.
Sort of shoulder to high.
Yeah. And you would think with the conditions that the bounce might be the way to go.
Again, bounce for goals, shoot high for show.
Maybe they are trying to show here at the end, you know.
They want to catch themselves on the highlights tonight.
It's going to be Garin with the ball. With the characteristic flow that he has, he's going to carry his defender to X. Turns the corner. And nice save right there. Ground ball. Great ground ball right there. Excellent job. That was going to be John Matthew
They're calling
Bota.
a crease violation.
Oh, unfortunate. Crease violation. He had a great GB right there in traffic. Not easy to do, too, you know. When we've all.
Picking up a ball in the crowd is an art.
If you're a coach, that's one of the things you look for, you know.
Those ground ball guys are money. You know, having a couple of those, especially off draws. How long is it going to take the officials to tell them to get it in?
Haven't seen that a ton. Well, in my games, I guess I've had some that have been lopsided, so haven't seen as much of it.
Yeah. I've had lots of close games where there have been times when the officials have had them keep the ball in.
But I find even, too, with not having those sort of alleys that we have, you know, sort of
on the
in North America, I mean, like, there's a lot more space to deal with.
Not only that, you don't have to go to the net.
Right.
You just have to keep it in there.
Yeah, just
inside
keep it
the
in.
restraining line.
You could burn a minute or two pretty. You know, and I haven't seen anybody pop their goalie out to really push, you know, that. Or
once
you know.
below the goal line extended.
Oh,
Referee saved the ball.
absolutely right there. That was going out of bounds. But on the spot right there is going to be Papashiel. This is Martin Bowes with it. Ball's blocked. Ooh, big hit flag they're going to call right there on Papashiel. He came through with it. You know, we talk about playing man ball. There was no ball at all being played there.
I wonder if I don't know, is there a charging call?
I don't know. He
know.
took a few good steps, but
Yeah.
be interested to see the illegal body
got an
check
illegal
maybe.
body check?
Yeah,
There's
that's
the
what they're going to
elbow.
go with. Illegal body check, 1 minute.
I don't know. Of course, we get a free clear on a time served penalty. Spain will be able to bring the ball up. Trying to find somebody to pick up the ball at center is a bit of a challenge. Right?
Yep. Sometimes I'd get my hand motion going. I'd be getting a 5 count saying, let's go. Here's Griffin Garin with the ball. He had a nice take last time, was turned away by the goaltender. We have a goaltender change here. We have Josef Slavic in net now for Czechia.
Trying to take advantage of that. I think the player recognized that.
Nice look on the backside.
No crease call this time.
Bota. John Matthew Bota on a nice skip pass.
I think he was on his knees when he caught that.
Real nice finish. That was nice. But it's one of those in the whole of the second half. Spain's that's their second goal. Real nice look, though.
It's really only their second goal from the first quarter.
Yes, exactly. Yes, yeah, you're right. It was.
One goal a quarter is not going to get you back in this game.
No.
Another clean.
I'll tell you, number 15 right there. We've talked about him all day. Streblick. really effective. I mean, honestly, he's been a difference maker in this game because he's given them so many possessions. Pesh with the ball, moved it around. Ball through X.
We're under 10 minutes. You're probably going to see a lot of passing around.
Nice, beautiful. Pesh finds Knotek on the opposite side. Skip pass, left hand,
Kept this one under the bar.
blistering shot, just under that bar. Real nice shot. Pesh did a nice job, though. He caught that ball, sort of did a little shimmy, faked like he was going, and then he had the look across. Seen a lot of that, though, those nice skip passes. Those sticks have to be up in the passing lanes. Try to knock those down. And once again, another face-off win and a nice little play. Flag on the play. So they got to get in the box. They're going to have to keep it in, or it's going to... That was a little interesting for me, knowing this one, you know, stepping out or not attacking the net, or ball goes down. That kills the penalty right there, you know?
I don't know in NCAA. I know in Kufla, our university, across in Canada, we've gone to the ball has to, they have to lose the possession.
Yes. Yeah, we go to like the, you know, kind of like the NHL type thing where the other team has to get it. We've done that in North America, NCAA, also federation rules. So we'll see the man up again for Czechia. And Spain will have it.
Oh, we're going to have an interference call?
Yep.
Question is, did he see him?
Also, too, you know, there are tiebreakers involved with these sorts of games as well, or in the group stages. So if you have two teams that are maybe tied, or, you know, a couple of teams that sort of beat each other, it comes down to, you know, your goal differential. So sometimes there is an impetus on the team to score more goals. It's not like they just want to stop competing or, you know, really take the foot off the gas.
We had an interesting situation where we kind of figured Israel was up by 12 goals, which is the maximum you can have. It can be a plus 12, and that's it. And it got within 11, and all of a sudden Israel woke up and started shooting again.
Was that in the last game they did today?
No, it was yesterday in the Israel-Portugal game.
Yes.
They wanted to keep that difference. Scotland played fantastic.
Yeah, no, they did.
Israel. That was well within 12. I think that was only a 5-goal.
Yeah.
Scotland was solid.
Yes. And they maybe, sometimes there's that third team that can get into the...
Yep.
And you know, by virtue of their loss to Switzerland, that might put them in that third spot potentially.
Yep.
If things go as they've been going.
2 third-place positions will advance.
And they're a solid team. I've seen them almost 3 full times in this tournament. There's Griffin Gurin coming downfield. He carries it the whole way in. The shot, we have a save equal to it, though, is going to be goaltender Slavic. So Czechia will look to clear. They can take their time here. Bring down a midfielder. Turns him.
Really going to try and go through that?
And he
did.
does. Splits it and goes through. Amazing. Nice take right there. Papashik. Chill. Bose has it up top. Moved it over to number 8. Papashil. And misses the net. Yes.
You never have that. Chasing it off into the woods.
Luckily, a lot of the fields I play on have like a netting behind, or like, they might have, a lot of the newer facilities have that, which is nice. Oh, it's sometimes at those summer tournaments, and it's a running time clock, and
Yeah.
that's a nice look on the doorstep. We have a nice finish there. We had number 5 to 14. The pass was by Kuchera.
Bartasek on the goal.
And Bartasek with the nice finish. That's a really nice, just, quick stick goal, cross crease passing.
What's our difference now? We're up to 8.
Yep. Just over 4 minutes to go in the game.
Half.
I do have to say I've liked the Spanish color scheme, their uniforms, their warm-ups have been very nice. I know that I'm a former coach, always a gear guy.
Yeah.
I always like to have good gear.
Kids are all about that. All about the swag, they call it.
Funny enough that you say that. I have a kid that I used to coach, and he plays at Denver. That's a push right there. It's going to stay with Spain. Stay with Spain. I have a former player. He plays for Denver, and he was complaining, and he goes, my whole coaching staff's Canadian. And those guys are like, let's just play. They don't necessarily care about the gear or the look or the swag. And he said our sticker scheme was like lame this year. Just some of the stuff they got, they wanted to be a little bit more, have a little more pop to it.
Look is important, right?
Oh, I've heard kids say that, unless you have a Cascade helmet, they wouldn't want to go to that university, Nice look on the backside, and it's dropped. Number 3 comes up with it for Czechia. Dubayesh. We were over in Limerick in 22 for the Under-20 World Championships.
I was there with you.
Yeah, and my cousins had never seen a lacrosse game before, and they came to the game, and they were saying
their Hurleys?
no. Well, they're from my cousins who came to the game. So some of them are from Cork, some are from Mayo. My Mayo relatives there. That's a big Gaelic football county. Cork is sort of good at both, but they're in the
Limerick's a hurling
big time. And Cork's actually in the Cork is in the going to be the All Ireland final coming up. They made it for the second consecutive year. They beat Dublin last 2 weekends ago, but it's one of those things where they couldn't believe. They were saying it was mad to see the, as they would put it, that the equipment that the guys wear. They couldn't imagine playing with all that gear.
Gaelic football is extremely popular.
Huge, yeah. Oh, that Croke Park will seat probably 80,000 people, and they'll bang that out. It's been the challenge trying to grow lacrosse on the island of Ireland, though, is that they are entrenched in their sort of traditional games. Here's Pesh again. Nice look down low, and we missed the net right there, number 14.
There might have been a reason for that.
2 sec. There.
Might have been taking a stick right across the calves.
He sure did. So there'll be a flag down, 1 minute slash going to Spain. It'll be a man-up situation for Czechia. Really nice look, though. Nice eyes, I find. Pesh has had some nice feeds.
Absolutely. Now, I'm wondering if they're looking at the tiebreakers to hear, they switched goaltenders.
Yeah, they bring in their other goaltender here. Funny enough,
they had time.
And funny that we don't have number 24 on our roster, so I'd love to give him some props, but...
Peso, isn't it? Del Peso?
Is it? I thought it was 24. There might have been. There was a number change that I didn't get. It might have been this one.
I believe that's Guillermo.
Again, the pipe. Nice no look, though, by Bose up there.
My favorite pass.
I do love it. It looks so nice.
Everybody knows I'm doing it now, though. It's a problem.
Yeah. And we have a timeout on the play. Just over a minute left. Czechia will have a timeout. They'll still retain possession. They're still man up. I have a buddy who would do that from X, and he would just be a magician back there.
I went to Limerick without a role. I went and actually played in the festival.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun. I got hooked up with a team with bunch of kids from San Diego State. It was a lot of fun. but,
Yeah.
But just, we can say kids these days. We were talking about the swag and things like that. They show up. It's a night. I'm hanging out with a coach from Chicago and things like that. And we're going to go out to have a few drinks downtown. And we go to grab a couple of them. Say, hey, come on with us. And they had their Xbox. They brought it with them. So they were drinking red wine and playing Xbox.
Wow. Yeah, I think if my son were allowed to bring his at that point, he might have brought it too. He was about 17 for Limerick.
It wasn't that the Xbox was there. It was the fact that they actually brought it with them.
Yeah. So just over a minute left to go in this game. The ball's going to start goalie's top left. Bose with the ball. Hearing his name a lot today. Coaches love that when you nearly turn it over after timeout. There, oh, wide open in the crease. And he misses the net from there. Holding his own head. Overhand bounce might have been effective, but nice cut wide open. Coming up on 40 seconds left in the game. We're all even.
He's trying to draw that guy.
Yeah, we have a turnover. Spain, one last chance to try to pop one in.
Last goal wins. Street hockey rules.
Goalkeeper comes up with it for Czechia. Coming up on 10 seconds left. They have one last rush in them here, 9 seconds.
I think he's just going to hold
Yep,
it. He's
they're
looking
gonna
over at the clock.
So we finish off here. Czechia with a nice win. A group win, 13 over Spain, had 5. Thanks for joining us here today on Lax TV on YouTube. It's been fun calling the game with you today. Please check the schedule. See your favorite team again, whether it's tomorrow or the next day.
Check the standings too.
Absolutely.
You know, you can see what's going on with your favorite club. Or
Yeah,
you
World
can
Lacrosse has a wonderful website. They have all sorts of standings, statistics. They have everything going there, so it's really nice. So
it's really well laid out and user friendly.
thanks again. We'll leave you here. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to us.
We honor our indigenous roots and international history. Lacrosse is more than a game. We play with speed, heart, and precision. Young, modern, electric, inclusive, growing across the globe. Lacrosse is everyone's sport, governed globally by World Lacrosse.
The Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high-quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world. Our philosophy on pricing is quite simple. By removing all these different logistics and these middlemen in the manufacturing process of lacrosse sticks, we can pass those savings on to you. We can make these quality lacrosse sticks affordable for more people.
I'm here with Lukáš Kučera of the Czechia national team as they win 13-5 over Spain. Lukáš, today you guys had 2 days rest coming into the day. A lot of teams didn't have that privilege. How did that help you guys get ready for today's game?
I mean, I'm not sure 2 days is the perfect amount of days to have rest. I think we'd prefer one, but I mean, we got there in the end. We had a sloppy first period, but other than that, I think we play well.
Now, your guys' offense, you play really fast. I know a lot of these guys come from box lacrosse. Is that something that comes up in your pregame talks at all, that play style?
It's definitely what we're trying to achieve because we all know we're box guys. We don't have many experience with field. We don't practice it that much, so we're just trying to use it to our favor, having a lot of skip passes around the crease, which we're used to from the box game, and I think we're doing it pretty well.
All right, and looking forward to tomorrow. You guys have Germany. They've looked very good so far. What's the preparation going to be like going into tomorrow?
I mean, the good thing is we know the Germans pretty well. We know their whole team, so we just got to get the scout report ready for them, and I'm looking for that game. It's going to be interesting, very tight. I can't wait.
Thank you, Lukáš. As I said, Czechia defeats Spain 13-5 here at day 3 of the Men's European Lacrosse Championships.